Okay, so that question is difficult. So I'm playing you. So I have to focus. Now, why does the author give details about Kudusu farm and processing plants in paragraph 8? On the right side, a Japanese firm constructing a Kudusu farm processing. The idea is to export such area where demand currently exceeded the supply. Also, Kudusu may eventually help reducing the logging operation. Okay. Explain was imported. Yeah. To argue that decision plan is to give reasons to the plan to offer purchase to do. Very nice. So after answering. Let's see. Did we answer correctly or not? Correct. To offer partial solution to the Kudusu problem. That's why he mentioned it here. Now here he said the farm and preceding plants will manufacture products from Kudusu, which will offer partial solutions. Okay, you see? So he said it. It will offer partial solution. That's the thing. Okay? The word exceeds in the passage is closest in the meaning to exceed. The idea is to export the starch to Asia, where the demand currently exceeds the supply, suppresses, destroys estimated cost. So destroys the supply, causes the supply. Causes is not correct. Estimates, suppress. Suppress the supplies? No, exceed. So destroys or estimate? Estimate. Destroys. Very nice. It suppresses. Oh, so it's not destroyed. Okay. I answered wrongly. Okay, so I shouldn't do that exam. Now, that kind of attitude is wrong. Because I've seen lots of people doing that. They think about it, and they try to answer, then eventually they discover that they answered something wrongly. So I answered wrong way. What should I do? I lost the mark. So what? Okay. Now, you have to know how to let something go. Now, people don't get emotional. Don't get emotional when you solve the exam. What? It's the worst case scenario when you solve something wrong. No problem. So if you said destroys, suppress, destroys, whatever. Now it's about elimination. You didn't eliminate the correct one. Why? Because you eliminated something you didn't know. That's the idea. You know what's the meaning of destroys? You know what's the meaning of estimates, causes, but you eliminated something you didn't know. Now the idea here is how to solve a question like this. It's simple. Put that word inside the sentence and find out is it going to be correct or not. Don't just overreact about answering a question the wrong way. When you practice something, don't overreact. No problem. Oh, I don't know. Why? Why should you do this? That's not a good thing. Why? Because it wastes time. Now we said each question should take 1 minute. So it's supposed to be like this. Now, how to solve a question correctly? It's like this, okay? So I do it like this. Now, the word exceeds in the passage is close in the meaning to suppresses, destroys, estimates, causes. I don't know the meaning of suppresses. I don't eliminate it. I leave it. Now, I have to eliminate the wrong ones. So I take them and I put them inside the sentence. Now, the Japanese company, the idea is to import the starch to Asia where the demand currently destroyed the supply. That's wrong. Estimate the supply. What's the estimate? Causes the supply. Supply is not an effect. So I eliminated The 3 words that I know. So that's the idea. Now I know how to answer that question. So I eliminated the 3 words I know. The 3 words, the easy words. So the easy words, I eliminate them. So I put what? The other one. Very nice. I put the one that I didn't eliminate. The one I didn't know. This is the idea of doing things. Okay. Let's go next. The word exceeds in a passage is closest to the meaning, surpasses. Okay? Which of the following statements most accurately reflects the author's opinion about exotic species? Exotic species. Now, we said each question should take from 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. So let's take it on a clock. Okay? Let's put a clock with us and let's take it on that clock. Okay? So I need a clock. I need to do it. So I'll play a stopwatch. Wait. Okay, I made a stopwatch for myself. I made it 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I can actually do it fast. Okay? So I made it in 1 minute and 60 seconds. So let's start. I start. Okay. Which of the following statements most accurately reflects the author's opinion about exotic species? Exotic species should be protected by ecologists. Importing an exotic species can be solved many problems. Ecologists should be decisions import species. Exotic species are open to ecologists. Okay, so let's go here. So think about it and I read the sentence. I try to scan the sentences through exotic species. I understand what's around it. Yes, time is going. Time is going. So technically, exotic species should be protected by ecologists. That's the common sense one. So that's common sense for me. What should I do? Ooh, that's not correct. Why? What did I do as a mistake? Now first, I had some time. I didn't use. I wanted to answer fast. The first thing. The second thing that I did is what? Is I read something and I tried to extract it from here without making sure that it's the correct thing. Okay? Now, here, okay, here in the questions, here he said, like, he's not an ecologist, but he didn't imply that the ecologist should actually try to protect them. Okay? So that's wrong. Now, importing exotic species can solve many problems. He didn't say that. Because exotic species, there can be. Not true. Also, ecologists should make decisions to import like an exotic species. He didn't talk about this. But exotic species are often disruptive to the ecology. What's the meaning of disruptive? Okay. Disruptive here means what? Like here, when you hear someone bubbling enthusiastic about ecology, you can safely speak as it's ecologist. They, exotic species, make native species endangered to protect and enrich. Welcome back. Sorry, we had a small technical problem about the recording. We'll come back that, inshallah. Okay, in the future. Okay. Now let's go back to the same question. Maybe we missed something. Now, so we're saying which of the following states accurately reflects the author's opinion about exotic species. Now, exotic species should be protected by ecologists. Okay, that's point, but it's not the main area. Now, importing exotic species can solve any problems. He didn't talk about that. He's talking about that in the future. Talk about how to enhance them and other things. Ecologists must take the decision to take. He didn't talk about this as well. Now, destructive to the ecology. Now, what is the ecology? Okay, now I have to know the ecology. Now, I can actually know the ecology through the sentence without asking myself like about the thing. Okay, ecology is like the environment science. The environment science, like the studies the environment, studies everything. Okay, so destructive to the ecology. The exotic species are often destructive to the ecology. That coming from? Sir, very nice. It messes with ecology. Okay? Okay, so we need to put that sentence inside. Asians use starch extract from kuduzu and drink herbals, medicines, and candy. Now first let's find the same thing. Kuduzu is in the last paragraph. Okay? The starch. Okay, let's see here. We want to put it. So we try to put it here. He didn't talk about medicines or starch. Let's go down here. Okay. No, let's go down here. Asia will demand currently like supplies also could eventually do login operation. Okay, very nice. Got it. Where should I put it? Let's give you 30 seconds. Okay, so we put 30 seconds on a clock. Okay, 30 seconds to find a place. 20. 15. 10. Time is up. Okay, so did you find it? Correct. Yes. Okay. Now, the idea here is we want to put it in a place that it's suitable. So it's the fourth place. Now, here, on the bright side, Japanese is constructing kuduzu from processing plants. So you're talking about plants here. Now, the idea is to export starch Asian where demand currently exceeds the supply. Then you talk about starch. So Asian use starch to extract from kuduzu whatever. Because it's the same idea. Here he didn't talk about starch. Okay? Go next. We need to arrange this. Now, exotic species are often required containing because displaced of or if they become established in a new environment. Now, we will choose 3 of those that will actually suit our case here. So, the first one here, rabbits, yes. So, the first one, rabbits were able to cross fence 2,000 miles long that was constructed to keep them out of the Western Australia. So was able, rabbit was able. He said that we build a fence and no rabbit could. So that's wrong. That's not what we want. Now let's read number B. Methods to control exotic species include fence, viruses, burning herbicides, okay, natural predators, and harvesting. So did he talk about all of them? Yes. Okay, so that's a way. Now let's go next. Rabbits that were introduced to Australia and Gutuzu, which was introduced in the United States, are examples of species that cause problems. Is this correct? Yes, when he said like they have like problems and other disease from mosquitoes and fleas and other things. That's correct. Go next. Researchers may be able to develop materials from the Gutuzu vine that will be an alternative to wood pulp paper. He didn't talk about it. He didn't talk about it like if we're talking about this part about like the Gutuzu and when he was talking about the animals and other things, he didn't say something about researchers that maybe develop materials from Gutuzu vine or whatever. Okay? Now the problem is that exotic species make native species vulnerable to extinction. True, he said that. The problem that exotic species make native species vulnerable to extinction. Of course, let's make sure that the last one cannot fit. A virus that is deadly for rabbits may be serious effect for other animals. No, that's not correct. Why? Because that's the general information you should know. All animals are having different immune system. Immune system, the protection system. So most of animals, they have like different immune systems. So in these systems, they protect them from other disease and other animals sometimes. Okay? Here, methods. Methods to control exotic species include fence, viruses, burning, herbicides, natural predators, and harvesting. So that was correct. Rabbits that were introduced to Australia and Gutuzu, which was introduced to the United States, are examples of species that cause problems. Correct. The problem is the exotic animals make native species vulnerable to extinction. Correct. That's the idea. Because they come eat from their food and they breed very fast. Like rabbits, they breed very fast. Okay? Correct. And that's a new reading. So that was a piece of reading, one piece of reading. Now, how many minutes should I take in that piece of reading? It depends on a thing, but you shouldn't take more than 20 minutes. Or let's say 15 minutes. Not more than 15 minutes in a passage like this. How much if I don't understand most of the vocabulary? No problem. This is not a problem. Okay? Now pay attention to something. If you didn't understand, you always can rely on guessing. Okay? Now, we'll take like 5 minutes break, then we'll come back. Okay, we're back. Now, so in the previous one, I showed you how to take notes. I showed you how to do stuff. And I showed you also how to deal with problems. Now, always you're going to have some problems while you actually have an exam. What are the problems that you might have? Like you have to be ready for them. Words that you don't understand, like time is moving very fast. You spend a lot of time, a lot of like seconds on something. Now, pay attention to something important. Now, when you try to talk about like giving time for each question, give yourself seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds, or something like that. Okay? Why? Because when you give yourself minutes, you stay. And that's the thing. That's the mistake that we all do. Okay? Now, so let's give myself 2 minutes. 2 minutes, skim the whole thing. Okay, I'll skim it with you. Several manila follows like what you heard. So the first thing is like it was 30,000 BC. Okay. Phosphorus starts a silk perspective. The artwork produced range of samples showing eclipse humans, animals, forms, and everywhere. Okay. Okay. So the main idea here, maybe it's art, kind of art, but conscious some scholars have argued that the magical purpose of painting was not to facilitate instruction, vision. Okay, so that's a contrast. Mm. Reconstruct some mythology, so that's another thing. Like the painting. Now here, okay. Now I'm at the whole thing. And exactly, I have 2 seconds. In 2 minutes. Okay, in 2 minutes. So I'm at the whole thing. I have like some notes I took here. Now let's go here and try to continue. According to paragraph 1, the cave art was difficult to find because, okay, so let's find the things here. Now, now in here we're probably trying to keep the work a secret from their tribes. Could have begun their painting while they were confined. Maybe chosen a location deep in the caves to hold ceremonies, had to practice before they made images that more people could see. So let's see here why it was difficult to be found. Okay, so I got it. Did you get it? 15 seconds. So let's show you the answer. Yes. May have chosen a location deep in the caves to hold ceremonies. So that's the thing. Okay. That's the idea. So not A, not B, not that guy. Because I remember his name. So may have chosen a location deep in the caves to hold ceremonies. That's the correct one. Okay. According to paragraph 1, Paleolithic people may have used cave arts for all of the following except People may have danced in front of the images. Hunters could have used the figures for target practice. Shamans might have to perform magical rituals. In the case, rituals like things like they do. Animals may have been kept in caves near the tomb. Okay, so all of them, you see here. Hmm. Yeah, he mentioned most of them except the animal part. He didn't say anything about animals should have been kept in the caves near the drawings. He didn't say anything about animals. Hmm. Yes, it's the animal part. True. Very nice. Animal may have been kept in the caves near like drawings. The word access in the passage is closest in the meaning to admission, meaning site research. Hmm.